Why does the world feel so crazy or overwhelming today, Sara?
You are the way showers. You are the trailblazers of these new levels of consciousness and peace, light and love. You are navigating through remarkable times that you have summoned forth. You will remember this time and how it seemed like on a seemingly normal day, something presented itself out of the blue that changed the course of your amazing life forevermore. Remember this. It's really important.
Are you ready to shine? Shine bright. Woohoo! Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, higher self, higher team, all angels, guide, and light workers, here for our highest good and the highest good of all. Please help me to help Sara today. Please help us to help all of humanity today. Please help us to shift consciousness today. Not that it needs our assistance. For our highest good, for the highest good of all, or something even better. Woohoo! I have my normal prayer stone that I use for shows.
Oh,
And I have my shaman stone.
I
Today we
love
need
it.
the mana.
Yes, I love it.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. If you felt the intense shifts of this year and are wondering what's coming this fall to help you finally find your way, your path, and your power, then do we have the essential show for you today with Sara Landon and the council, that is. I am so grateful to welcome back the magnificent Sara Landon, transformational leader, teacher, and the channel for the profound wisdom of the council. We're going to get specific about the energies of Earth right now, what's ahead, and how to navigate these interesting and trying times to rediscover yourself and your purpose. So welcome back to the show, Sara. Are you ready to shine?
Yes, thank you, Michael. I am so happy to be back on the show with you and your amazing community. I know we're going to have an awesome conversation today.
And I am so happy to have you back. And as we were discussing off air, it's been some minor bumps and challenges with the concussion. I'm like, maybe I should have gone with the shorter version of the intro today. We are going to have fun. But before we dive right into things, why does the world feel so crazy or overwhelming today, Sara?
Everything's changing. And one of the very helpful things is to think about it not so much as change, but new levels of creation. But yes, things are changing and new things are being created. And we're navigating these whole new energies, these new frequencies that we've called forth, that we have asked for, that we have summoned through our consciousness and our energy. And we're getting these new energies and they're bringing us to a place of really choosing what we want. Sometimes we have this habit unconsciously of choosing what we don't want instead of really choosing what we do want. And one of the examples of that is, I don't want to be so tired. I don't want to work so hard. I don't want to have to get up every day and go to this job. I don't want to be in this frustrating situation. Right? But every one of those are things we don't want, and we're continuing to choose what we don't want. And the energies are asking us, no matter what it is, to choose what you really do want and to choose it in your thoughts, in your actions, in your words, in your energy, in your alignment. And that's where we're at right now.
And I truly believe, thank you, I truly believe that the universe doesn't hear negatives. So if you put the energy on what you do not want, please duck and cover, because that's what's coming your way. Instead, focus on, so we've discussed it, we have this timeline in our house of interesting stuff, and we focus on what's beyond those timelines. Focus on those points rather than, oh my, is blah, blah, blah. No. Let's jump way beyond the wall. What's it look like? What's it feel like? What are you celebrating? What are you happiest about? And that's what you're bringing about.
Exactly. And I love that word celebrating. Start celebrating it now. In the moment of the inspiration, say yes and start celebrating it now, aligning to it now, living from that place now. I think one of the other things is we choose waiting. We, I'm waiting. Something's blocking me. Uh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, right? And we're choosing to be stuck, even when we don't want to be stuck. We might be choosing to be stuck just by our very thoughts.
It's interesting. To me, we live in a symbolic world. Everything is symbolism. To me, the waking world is the dream world is the waking world. And what that means is every thought is casting a stone, maybe a big stone, but casting a stone into the pond. And so when you say, I'll get that when, when is always this place out here. But if you say, okay, I don't have that yet, but I'm taking a step forward today, I'll make a call today, I'll do some research today, I'll watch a video today, I'll imagine it today. That's symbolic. That's important. And that will bring you to the reality that will already exist if you believe it to.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And many times when people do know what they want, they get stuck in the dreaded, but how, how? And like you said, it's taking action each day that comes from a place of alignment, aligned to what you are choosing, aligned to the experience you're creating, aligned to what you love, aligned to what brings you joy. And you're taking action from that place. And it may seem unrelated to how you're going to create the life you want, but if you will take that action based on what you love, what you're passionate about, what you're excited about, one of the most powerful things is to understand that there's only one how, and that is your energy and your light focused into form. And when we come into the now moment and let the how dissolve in the now moment, then we're not creating the waiting game. We're in the energy of it. We're summoning our energy. We're summoning our light right now, and then taking actions from that place of alignment to what it is you want to create more of in your life.
Thank you. Years ago, during COVID, we spent not quite a year, but close to a year in or just outside Joshua Tree. And I can remember, I have a favorite statement, and I'm going to get to that in a second. I can remember driving down from Joshua Tree to Palm Springs, which was just so much fun, so colorful. I love it. And we're heading down the hill, down the mountain, so to speak, to there. And there was a giant billboard, probably sponsored by Lamar or something, and it said, "You've got this." And my expression is, "We've got this." We've got this means I've got this now. I don't know how it's going to happen, but what I want is going to happen because I have the energy now in this moment of it's all good. It's all perfect. Perfect in the imperfect. We'll talk about that more in the moment. But we've got this as an energetic shift that then allows everything to unfold perfectly, in quotes again, before you.
Yeah. So I've been playing with something recently, and it's very similar. I'm playing with, I did it. We did it. I did it. We did it. And then I let whatever comes. I let whatever comes from that space. I did it or we did it. I instantly find myself in this place where you remembered like me, feeling like to me, you did it. What did you do? You remembered your power. You remembered your truth. You lived all this wisdom, and now you have this incredible life that you love. I did it. But then when the we did it comes in, it's like, we did it. We have peace and joy and love and freedom and and harmony on earth. We have abundance on earth. We have well-being on earth. And I feel into that place that is now where we did it. And then I start to see that all throughout my day. And so I've been playing with that and it's really fun. It might surprise you what comes. It's not always the same, but the energy is really aligned and also feels really powerful.
Well, that's it. The words that lots of, as I've had cognitive interesting times over the last few months with this concussion, even more colorfully have music and signs and symbols. So everything works on this scale. So okay, cognitive decline here, increased ability to see, so to speak. I don't know how it works. But you asked me this what was this summer, and I gave you the theme music earlier. Well, now as you're saying this, I'm hearing "We Are the Champions," my
Cherry. Yeah.
friend, because as you put this in, I did it. Oh my God, are you, Sarah, stepping into your power and stepping into I'm unstoppable, I'm invincible. It's already happened in the most kind, loving way. Get out of my way. It's already there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. And, we talked before we went on air of just different things that we're both navigating through in our lives. And also, you did it. You're navigating through really important human stuff with grace and peace and still aligned to your truth.
Thank you. And each evening, no matter how the day is gone. So it's easy. It's easy, I think, for anybody today, particularly if you unfortunately have a to-do list, to get to the end of the day and feel completely and totally defeated. You've been defeated by your to-do list, by whatever taken place or hasn't taken place, and you can go to bed defeated, in which case, I promise you, it's going to be a sucky-wucky evening, and you're probably going to feel even more defeated the next morning. You could journal about this. If you go to bed, and this is what I've done, and I will take a few minutes. First off, I'll just sit and drool. That's my version of meditation at the end of the day. But I will sit for a few minutes, and then I actually go to a place of, I am open, I'm at peace. I am open, I'm at peace. And I say that a few times or more to welcome in whatever is. And then I put in my mind one thing I'd really like to see unfold before me. One beautiful image. It could be everything about our family, it could be everything about anything. But I plug that into my conscious before I go to sleep. And I wake up in, like you're saying, the we did it place, because I've already put that program, that software out into the universe, and I let it run all night long.
Yeah. Yeah. It's powerful. It's powerful even at the end of your day to create a sacred moment. Like you said, everything is sacred. Everything has meaning based on what you give it. Everything is symbolic, is what you said, but everything is sacred. Everything has whatever meaning you give it. And so if it becomes a beautiful ritual to celebrate all of your blessings and coming into that now moment, also realizing how far you've come. I think this is an important message, and I'm getting chills in my body, so I know it's an important message. I think it's also a really important message for this time that we're in and navigating through, is to really see how far you've come.
It's fascinating that you say that, because this will air, I think, a few days. I haven't checked the exact math, and I keep forgetting about it. Our first show was on 9/11/2015. We are recording this 9/2/2025, almost exactly 10 years since when we started. Now, we recorded over the summer, but we started on 9/11. It looked great on a Chinese calendar, and I said, I want to bring light to the darkness. And so it was a very specific, targeted day. And we're coming up on that 10 years. And my egoic self would say, but we did this, but we're not there now. But we want, the egoic mind can give, the egoic mind will never rest at this. But we did it. And we're here. And it's amazing. And I can remember 5 months in, no, it's less than that, maybe 4 months in, we earned our first $60. We're living in Jessica's childhood bedroom. Her parents were supporting us. And her mom said 4 months in, when we made that $60, at 69, I think she said, am I going to have to get a second job to support you guys?
Wow.
And look at how far we've come.
Yeah.
It is so hard, as you're saying, to remember just how far. Now, there are people who are really challenged. You may be really challenged if you're watching this right now. But the amount of growth that's taken place, the amount you've shifted, the amount you've changed, that can't be put back in a bottle. You'll never unlearn the amazingness. You'll never unlearn the crazy, beautiful stuff that's inside of you now
Yeah,
through those experiences.
so true. And take a picture of yourself from 10 years ago. Just find a picture of yourself from 10 years ago and really look at that picture. And don't go into judgment of, oh, you looked a little younger or this or that or whatever. It's not about that. It's about the energy. It's about your essence. Really feel into the essence of where you are now and observe the essence of where you were then, 10 years ago, and see how far you have come. It's about the essence, and it's also a really good practice in one of the most important things of this time. And one of the things I believe we have come so far in creating the deepest levels of our own self love within us, creating harmony between your heart and your mind and your body and your soul, all coming into harmony, living in levels of consciousness that we've never been in before, having the ability to live this wisdom versus just hear this wisdom. We're really applying it in our life. And that is what is leading to all of the change or new levels of creation that's occurring. And it feels so new and beyond where we've ever been before because you've never been here before. It's awesome.
You said at the beginning, and beat up old Honda is what's coming to me. And that will digress. But at the time, I was so happy when my cousin donated a beat up old Honda, which the floor would get wet when it rained because it had so much lack of floor underneath it. Compared to where I am now, that is the description I would use of myself. Is I was so grateful. I was such a beautiful, energetic place, but I was the beat up old Honda. Now I don't know what I am, but it's not the beat up old Honda. It's not even a beat up new Honda, but you said at the beginning that we all chose this time. It feels to me, and so I can hear so many people going, I did not choose this. So I want to, if we can address the, I didn't choose this. And how would the council define this time? Is it greater energy? Is it a thinner veil? Are we able to manifest more? What is this time? Because it's crazy, but to me, it is amazing, even or maybe because of the craziness.
I'll answer this in a story. One of my students several months ago shared with our community that she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And she navigated the initial news and talking with other family members in a very conscious way and just from a level of truth and really navigated through it beautifully. And then it became choiceless for her to have surgery. And so she did. And then she hit this place, very similar to what you're talking about. Why is this happening to me? I didn't choose this, although I know on some level, right, this is happening for me to bring me into new levels of my power. And this is helping me to get clear on what I really want. But following one of her surgeries, the healing time was much more difficult and took a lot more time than she thought it was going to, especially with all this incredible wisdom and consciousness and information she has. She thought, oh, I'm going to navigate through this and it's going to be easy breezy and over in just a minute, right? Well, it wasn't. It was challenging time for her. But what she will explain is she realized this capacity of love and presence that she had never experienced before. She came into the stillness, into her power. She sat in that, a level she had never been to before. Her body healed up. She's now on the other side of that. You know, it's an amazing story. But if you can choose that whatever is happening for you on some level to bring you into new levels of your power, it does not matter what the question is. It usually comes back to you coming into new levels of your own power, your own freedom, your own state of pure love. And so, whatever is happening, if you can come into the moment and put some light around yourself, I know this is bringing me into new levels of my power. I know that I am entering into a deeper capacity to love and experience the love that I am. I know that this is bringing me into new levels of freedom. And so when people ask about specific things that are going on in the world or in communities or in family dynamics or on the news, it's pretty easy to see most of those things that are going on out there right now are all about power and freedom and choosing love over fear. You are the way showers. You are the trailblazers of these new levels of consciousness and peace and light and love. And so it only makes sense that we have to come into our power. We have to come into the freedom of who we are. Our soul is eternally free. And our soul's ultimate desire is for us in this human experience to know that we truly are free. And so it may not appear like this is what you chose. But if you go one step deeper, maybe you chose to experience a new level of your own personal power, to heal, to align with infinite well-being. And so when we're quick to judge something, versus just, okay, I know that this is happening for me in some way. And so as much as we want freedom, what we don't realize that in order to be completely and totally free to choose our life the way we want it to be and create our life the way we want it to be, we have to take complete and total responsibility for our life. And that doesn't mean that if something happened to you or somebody did something to you, it's not to say this is your fault. You caused that to happen. That's not what I mean. How you respond to it is your responsibility. How you perceive it, the story you tell about it, that is your responsibility. And you do get to choose that. And we've all been through things in our life on all ends of the spectrum. I constantly go back to one of my students who grew up in genocide and watched both of her parents be killed in front of her. She could have chosen to live in horrific, awful fear the rest of her life. She chose love. She chose to live for her parents and then eventually for herself and for her soul's dream for her life. And she chose to take all of that and create more love in the world and more peace in the world. And so you are responsible completely and totally for the story you tell, the perspective you have, whether you're going to give your power away to something or you're going to become more personally empowered and see how far you've come and choose what you really want and be who you really are. And these things that happened for you were the catalyst for that if you choose them to be. Now, I just want to add to that, right? That doesn't mean we have to learn through pain and suffering. Okay? I have a very dear person in my life, one of the closest people in my life, that is choosing to no longer seek medical treatment for a diagnosis they have, which seems like there's no other options, right? This person has chosen quality of life over quantity of life. And it's not that that's not difficult. It's really an opportunity to what is the truth of this? The truth of this is how much I love this person. The truth of this is that I want this person to be in peace and harmony and to be free. And so someone asked me a very, just very respectful, nice question about spiritual bypassing because they're afraid that they're spiritual bypassing. And they were watching one of my YouTube videos and they said, I'm just afraid that if I really do choose to feel good and feel happy, that I'm bypassing something. And my response is, you can't spiritually bypass if you wanted to because because you just can't.
It will find
There
you.
is all day long. There are opportunities to choose whether you're going to go into unconscious, triggered reaction and resentment and fear, or you're going to choose to stay conscious as you navigate through things in your life. And so to me, every day, there's something in my day where I might be feeling really great and super happy. And then someone's, talking about something that happened that, oh, that's awful, right? I'm not like, oh, I'm just going to be happy no matter what. It's not that. It's not that. It's to choose to be present and conscious and observe what comes up. And so, in this experience with this person in my life, I had an entire day where I had to, or I chose to reschedule the things I had on my calendar that day because I felt a lot of emotion coming up, and I wanted to be present to that emotion. And I wanted the space to cry, and I wanted the space to feel how I felt, and I wanted the space to be in a present state to the emotions that I was feeling. And the next morning when I woke up, I felt much clearer, much more present, much more in my power. I wasn't so emotional. I haven't felt that emotional since that day, but I let myself feel everything I felt that day. And days I continue to. So yes, you can just try to push on, but eventually, eventually there's going to come a moment where you really have to be present and conscious and aware and allow whatever feelings are coming up. But don't completely lose yourself and go into reaction and anger and frustration at the world and its own. I mean, you could go down a road really fast of how awful and bad and this is terrible and that's terrible and this disease is awful and fighting against and whose fault it is. Or you can stay present and conscious and honor what you're feeling, but still know that you can choose peace while you're feeling what you feel, that it's peace is still there as a choice. Joy is still there. And underneath it all, no matter what it is, never found an example where it's not true. It's always love. It's always about love. I have many people in my community that have lost dear loved ones, one in particular that's lost a child and experienced some grief recently. And what's underneath that grief? We had another student just talking about this the other day of her father passing away and the grief she feels. But what's underneath that? Well, how much she loved her dad or loves her dad. So underneath it is always love. Always.
Thank you. It's interesting that you use the term underneath. And as we're talking about this fall, and we'll loosely title this, fall predictions, it's really about the energy that's shifting right now. So I live on Lake Champlain, sixth largest lake, either in America or North America. I think America, we'll just say. And it's very rainy here earlier this year. And now the lake has sucked back to levels it hasn't seen, supposedly, anecdotally, since 1930s. And I go swimming now, and I'm paddling out, and I can see things that you could never see before. And I'm guessing literally soon enough, I'll probably see an old shipwreck because there were old ship battles here 100, 150 years ago, the French and the Americans. And I'll see some of this. And so on one level, I'm going, oh my God, we don't want this drought. Oh my God, we certainly don't want fires. And you're going to be careful with the we don't wants. But on another level, it seems a revelatory time, a time where you can see things that were buried, see things that you couldn't see. And as you're saying, and I've been as watery as the best of them this month, we can cry about things that was buried beneath the surface, that are finally coming up. And I wonder if that's what this energy of this change is this time period, is the revelation, or we can call it the biblical time of revelations, of being able to see what's underneath so it can come up, so we can clear, so we can heal, so we can grow.
Yes, I couldn't agree with you more. And that word revelation has come up for me a lot in my own automatic writing and just when I'm opening to just messages of it, it really is a time of revelation. And again, this another level of letting go of who you are not so you can be who you really are, letting go of everything you thought you were supposed to do so you can be who you really are. It's a Paulo Coelho quote, but it's maybe it's not about becoming anything and being more of who you really are, right? It's seeing underneath into yourself more deeply of what's really there, what's really there, right? It's like if you got everything you wanted, you got everything you want, and just go to that place for a minute. If you had everything that you want, now what?
Exact words that came to me.
Now what? Right? Live from that place. Live from that place.
It's interesting. I think of Jim Carrey in this. And I don't know how he's doing this at this point. I send him so much love. But I know a few years ago he talked about the existential dilemma of, I have everything I want. Now what? And he was talking about the deep dives of self-discovery that has to take place in here when everything out here has supposedly been met.
Yeah. I think I'll just speak for myself. I had something backwards and I just want to share it.
Sure. Thank you.
I thought if I helped everybody else have the life they want, if I focused on helping everybody else in service to everyone else, help fix it for everyone else, right? Then I'd be happy, right? But I think the more you have, when you have it all, and that question is now what, right? It's like, no, I want to give from this place of wholeness. I want to give from this place of knowing my own magnificence and having created a life that I love and having created a life of joy and abundance and well-being for myself. I want to give from that place. Not that you can't give all the way along the way, but I have so many students that have this dream in their heart or desire to write a book and to help people. But I want to say to you that all of that wisdom, all that you want to share has got to be for you first. And then when you come to this place of now what? For me, all I want to do is give more. All I want to do is love more. All I want to do is live and bring even more light, right? From that place of my own wholeness and completion.
You are the resonance. You are the frequency. You are in alignment with your note, with your song, with the that is Sara Landon. Speaking for myself, I must help. I must slay the dragon. I must do what I can for others. And I've been broken by the universe several times for doing that. That is actually out of harmony, out of resonance, from a place of desperation, even. And when you're not singing your song, you really F up the symphony.
The divine symphony of perfection, as the council calls it, the divine symphony of perfection. Um, the word that just keeps coming up is alignment. Now, I've heard the word alignment. I've taught about alignment. The council's talked about alignment. It means something totally different now. In fact, they said, oftentimes, alignment is even better than getting everything you want. You still get what you want, but you have this alignment where you're living in harmony with the divine symphony of perfection every step of the way. when the manifestation comes, the next perfect step to it, when the manifestation comes, when you're in the I did it, and then in the now what? You're still in alignment. You're still in alignment to this divine symphony of perfection. That's the best part.
And one heck of a symphony.
Yeah,
So, on that note, would you mind if we go to the council for a little?
let's do it. I'm going to bring them in. If you've never heard the council before, they are a collective consciousness of ascended master beings that I believe are the higher self of you and me and everyone listening to this. They say, you are us and we are you. You are the council here on earth, and you drew this to you. When I channel, my eyes are closed. I am aware of who I am and where I am, and I'm really keeping up with the intense streams of consciousness and energy that they're bringing through. If it feels good to you and you're in a place that you can do so and you want to close your eyes, perfect. My eyes will be closed through the channel. It just takes me a moment to take a deep breath. They'll start with a message, and then you can have your conversation with them. So here we go. We are so pleased and delighted to have the opportunity to speak with you on this fine and glorious day indeed. Well, our words to you are important. This is a vibrational experience of remembering the truth of who you really are, why you are here, and all that you intended when you chose this magnificent life experience. Oh, indeed. You are navigating through remarkable times that you have summoned forth through your asking, through your curiosity, through your seeking, through your knowing. These are the times that you have chosen right now to fully come into your power. You are everything you wish to be. You already are. Align with it, live it, be it. It's all here now. As beautiful as you can allow it to be, as big and bright and bold as you can allow it to be, as peaceful and harmonious and joyous as you can allow it to be. It is all here for you to choose. Where would you like to begin, our friend?
Thank you. I'd like to begin with the energies and the experiences and the overwhelm that feels over the top for so many right now.
Oh, this is a time you will remember. You will remember this time and how it seemed like on a seemingly normal day, just like any other day, something presented itself out of the blue that changed the course of your amazing life forevermore when you fully stepped in to the extraordinary that has always been here for you. Indeed, you are navigating huge new levels of creation because you have summoned new levels of energy, new levels of consciousness, levels of light, and that has to lead to new realities, new experiences of realities, new potentials and possibilities that did not exist before but exist for you now. And be so very aware of your alignment in the moment. That's the most important thing.
What does
Be
that mean?
conscious, aligned to the energy and the light that is you, that is always guiding you. Yes, you have a soul, and yes, you are source, and yes, there is this oneness with all that is. But all of that is energy and light, and it's all your energy and it's all your light. Everything that you want is about aligning to your energy and your light, fully summoning and allowing your energy and your light, your life force. It is your intuition, your creativity, your guidance system. It is the well being and the abundance and the love and the joy and the feeling good. It's your energy and your light, and you're either creating a story that you're stuck or powerless, or this is awful, or this is terrible, or you're choosing to align with your energy and your light and your power and your freedom and the love that you are in the moment. And yes, we understand that things occur that feel like, oh, that happened to me. But you can take one breath and be back in your power in the moment and come back into alignment and navigate through anything with greater ease, greater joy, greater harmony, aligned to your power, knowing that you're free to choose, that you're always creating your reality, that the truth of everything is that there is only love. Alignment is everything. And that's why it is so powerful to go to that place of, you have it all. Now what? You know what you would do? You would enjoy the alignment a whole lot more. You would enjoy feeling joyful. You would allow yourself to play and to create what you're inspired to create and to have fun. We have been asked so many times about how you create the desire that you have or the dream that you have or what you want. And we say, well, what would it feel like? And we get to what it's really about. And you want the freedom to do what you love to do and to do what brings you joy. You want the freedom to play and create what you're inspired to create and to have fun and to have everything you need and more, to follow your inspiration, to follow your passion, to follow your excitement. And for some people, what they're most excited about right now is feeling good, feeling peaceful, feeling a sense of ease or harmony. And we promise you that starts from within you. It has nothing to do with anything outside of you. It all comes from within you. Go underneath the story, the reaction, the belief, the what happened to the peace that has always been there for you to choose. The love that has always been there for you to choose. The truth of you that has always been there for you to choose. Part of what's going on and why it's a little uncomfortable is because you can't betray yourself anymore. You can't get too far from who you really are anymore. You can't get that distracted anymore. It just doesn't have the same impact. You more quickly are coming back to who you really are, no matter what occurs around you. So who you really are is the most important thing. You are eternally free. You are the most powerful being in all of the universe. You are pure love. You are here to choose your experiences. You're here to be all that you are and express yourself fully. You're here to live fully. You're here to love fully. You're here to choose the experiences you want to have for you. You are. And it might appear like things are happening to you until you start to choose through your alignment what it is you really want to experience, because there is data and information in those experiences that you are guided to. Your soul's desire is your desire. Your desire for the freedom to choose and create the life you really want is your soul's desire. So when you're creating a story of why you can't have that, or choosing the unwanted instead, you're going to feel like you don't know what your soul's desire is. You feel like you're off path. You're going to feel like you're stuck. You're not. Come right back to the power, the freedom, and the love within that has always been underneath it all. And you will see that these are such extraordinary times that you will remember. And you will see how it all led to this. And on the other side of this is a life beyond your wildest dreams. But a dream that has been in your heart all along because you put it there. You put it there. And if we would have told you 20 years ago what you'd be doing now, or 10 years ago, the life you'd be living now, you would have thought, oh, well, we have the wrong person. But yet, sometimes you don't allow yourself to really know, even though you do, because you can't figure out how that would ever happen. Remember this. It's really important. There's only one how. Your energy and your light focused in physical form. Your energy and your light focused into physical form. That's the only how. And the how dissolves in the now. And when you come to the now and you come fully into the now, there is no how. Because the energy and the light that you are, that you're allowing, that you're summoning, which is the only how, is guiding you, is supporting you, is delivering the next perfect step to you, is drawing you to that perfect knowing. It's all in your own energy, in your own light, in the alignment to that makes everything possible. You would not even have the dream in your heart if you were not here to live it in physical form, through your energy and your light focused into physical form. But truly start to play in the now what? Because that's what you're going to do. You're going to play. You're going to create, and you're going to have fun. Now what? Now play. Now create what you're inspired to create for the joy of creating. Have fun because it's fun. A lot of you have been creating what you think you're supposed to create or what you should create. We want you to create what you're really inspired to create. Because it's fun to create it, because that's what would be fun, because that's how you want to play. Playing is living, and living is playing. You're going to start to see that the people around you that are playing and creating and having fun are the most powerful creators. And that pushing and forcing and efforting and struggling doesn't work anymore. Never really did, but you're all living in a level of consciousness where the old rules that were never your rules are no longer part of your experience. You really have summoned all of this to you through your summoning of the new energies, the new frequencies, the new consciousness, the new reality that is here for you, chosen by you, created by you.
Thank you so much. Can you tell me, calling this show fall predictions, I'm guessing more energetically than otherwise, what is coming and why does it feel like such a time of opposites? Like I feel, not me personally, but the expression, I feel the opposite of abundance, or someone else, I feel the opposite of health at this time. I feel the opposite of peace at this time. So what's coming energetically and why is there such a sense of opposites at this time?
What is most important for you to remember is that you are completely, totally sovereign and free, and you are choosing. That's it. That's how free you are. You are choosing. I'm choosing to not be abundant. I'm choosing to be abundant. You get to choose. See, all of you wanted this, and now you've got it. And now you're saying, wait. Why does this feel so awkward? You wanted complete and total freedom and sovereignty. If there were soul contracts and life contracts and destiny and karma and all of these things, if there were, there isn't now. You are completely and totally free. Some of you find that a bit uncomfortable. There was a study done years ago on a playground where they put children on a playground, but they put a fence around the playground. And the children ran to every corner of the fence and explored every part of the area where they were allowed to be because there was a fence telling them where they could go, how far they could go. They took a group of children and they put them on a playground where there was no fence. And they all huddled sort of close together because freedom, total and complete freedom, is something you've never fully realized and known and embodied. So you think your soul is dangling your strings. Your soul's desire is your desire. What you most want is your soul's desire. Your soul is eternally free. So free that you came into the human experience to be on earth at this time. You're choosing, you're choosing, you're choosing. You're completely free. You've never been here before. Become completely conscious and aware of the freedom that you have and choose. And choose. Choose to be in relationships with people that you love and celebrate. Choose to be in relationships with people that love and celebrate you. Choose to be in relationships where you deeply have compassion and understanding for those people in your life. And they will have compassion and understanding for you. Choose to live abundantly so that you have everything you need to create and play and have fun in whatever way you're inspired to do. Choose to feel good. Choose to feel good. Some people say, well, I don't know what I choose. We say, yes, you do. You always know. Do you want to be broke and struggling with money and not have the money to pay the bills? and be stressed and worried about money? Or do you want to be abundant, have everything you need and more to play and create and do what you're inspired to do? Of course, you all want abundance. Do you want to feel sick and tired in your body and feel like every day is a struggle? Or do you want to feel alive and energized and feel good? You want to feel good. Do you want to be in relationships where people judge you and criticize you? Or do you want to be in relationships where you feel loved and celebrated? Do you want to be in relationships where you're judging others all the time? Or do you want to be in relationships where you are compassionate and loving and appreciative of the people in your life? You know what you want, so choose it. You're just got a little habit. That's all it is. It's just a habit. You have a habit of choosing what you don't want and continuing to focus on what you don't want and continuing, therefore, to continue to choose what you don't want, even though it's what you don't want. I'm so tired of this job. I'm so tired of having to drive to work. I'm so tired of working so hard. I'm so tired of not feeling understood at my job. I'm so tired at the end of the day. I'm so tired, I don't even know what I want. Yes, you do. If you're very well aware that you feel tired and uninspired, then choose to feel good and to feel inspired and to feel excited about your life. You can choose that. Now, maybe you can't choose excitement in 1 second, but you can choose to feel peaceful, and you can choose to feel better, and you can choose to feel good. And maybe you wake up tomorrow and now you actually feel good, and now you can choose what brings you joy, and you can choose to focus your attention and therefore your energy and your light on what excites you and create more of that. You always are choosing. We understand. If you got news right now that someone you loved very dearly had passed away, we're not asking you to choose excitement or blissful happiness in that moment. That's not it. But you can choose peace. You can choose to take a deep breath and realign with your truth and the truth of what's really going on here. And why you may very well understandably miss that person because you love them so much. You wouldn't be listening to this or watching this if you didn't know that death here is never the end, it's only the continuation. And that you can now have a relationship with this person you love so much in a new way, on a new journey with them in non-physical and you in physical, where you might be more aligned than you even were when that person wasn't physical. And therefore you could feel a sense of peace and some hope and some curiosity about what it's like to be in a relationship with them now that they're in non-physical. You get to choose. You get to choose. You get to choose. You can look at what's going on in the world or on the news, and you can say, that person's awful, and this thing is awful, and that's awful, and that's awful, and that's awful. If you saw something awful on the news, you don't have to turn it off and all of a sudden, I'm so excited. That's not what we're saying. But if you will choose to feel peace no matter what's going on around you, because that peace is always within you and always has been, then you'll start to feel a little bit better. And then you can choose to feel good. And then you can choose to remember the love. What is it? What is it about what you saw in the world or in the news that's so upsetting to you? Well, I really love humanity, and I want everyone to know peace the way I do. In that moment, whatever you're feeling is what you are contributing. You're choosing what you contribute to the world. Either more chaos and more struggle and more drama and more trauma, or you're choosing to contribute the peace that you are aligned with and the love that you are aligned with and the well-being that you're aligned with. Does that make sense to you?
Thank you. On that note, is there a practice? Is there an activation? Is there, what is it, we do to choose that future that we desire? And for those feeling overwhelmed, anxious, worried, how can we, is there a practice, maybe it's the same practice, to help detune the nervous system or take us out of that fight or flight at this time?
Yes. So we encourage you in either of those scenarios to take out some paper or a journal and a pen and start writing what you choose. I choose peace. I choose love. I choose relationships where I love and appreciate the people I'm with. I choose to wake up feeling energized and well rested. I choose to feel inspired. I choose to follow the energy and the light that is always guiding me. I choose to know the freedom of my soul. I choose to live in new levels of abundance and well being. I choose for each day to be magical and beautiful. I choose to know who I am. I choose to do what brings me joy each day. I choose a home that is a beautiful reflection of my expansion, my energy, my light. I choose to spend time in nature and with animals. I choose to feel oneness with the love that I am and the love that all beings truly are. I choose to see every day more love in the world around me, and I choose to experience every day more love within me. I choose to feel more well-being every day. I choose to see abundance all around me. I choose that everything I want and need will be there even before I know I need it. I choose, I choose, I choose. Write down what you choose. Start practicing this and read back to yourself out loud your list. And you can add to it every day if you choose. And read it back to yourself and read it back to yourself and read it back to yourself, because that is how you're creating your reality. That is how you are co-creating your world. Choose. You will feel empowered. You will feel less upset and emotional about whatever it is that you're upset and emotional about when you start to choose what it is that you really want and realize that that is you creating your reality the way you want it to be. That is you co-creating a world with other people who are choosing the world that you want to co-create. Does that make sense to you?
It does. Thank you. I wanted to ask any last words and a practice. And maybe we have just been given a practice, a daily practice, and maybe that is a daily practice of choice. What words would you leave people with as we're heading into September, as we're heading into these energies, as we're heading into this powerful, positive, unknown time of change?
Wow. Wow. This is amazing. Wow. I'm so blessed. Wow. This is the time of my life. Wow. This is so sacred. Let yourself be wowed. Wow. This is magical. Wow. This is a miracle. Wow. Wow. I feel so good. Wow. Look how far I've come. Look how good it is. Let yourself be wowed. How divinely orchestrated this all has been. And we say that, but we want to say divine orchestration is alignment. Divine timing is actually alignment. It's all about alignment. If you will let yourself be wowed in the most amazing, beautiful, miraculous, magnificent ways, wow, this is even better than I could have imagined. Wow, this feels more amazing than I ever could have imagined. Wow, this is better than I even asked for. Wow, it all worked out so perfectly. Wow, wow. Oh, wow, I see. I see how it was all working out and leading to this. Wow. Let yourself be wowed in the new levels of creation that you have summoned. Wow. Anything really is possible. Wow. I really can choose and create my reality. Wow. I really created this life that is beyond my wildest dreams. Start living from that place now, because the energies are all here. The frequency is there. The light, the love, the energy, it's all here. It's all here. How amazing can you allow it to be? Start living in the, I did it. It's done. Now what? Now you play. Now you create for the joy of creating what you're inspired to create. Now you let yourself have fun. These are the most extraordinary times. You've never been in these levels of creation in physical form before. Have fun with it. Be wowed by it. Because as you let yourself play and create in these new timelines, these new levels of creation and realities, you are seeding the entire collective human consciousness with potentials and possibilities beyond what you all could have ever imagined. But it's time for you to realize it, to experience it. Do you understand?
Yeah. Or, in the words of Steve Jobs, his last words supposedly, wow, oh, wow, oh, wow.
Well, that's perfect. Because in that moment, all that happened was he let go of all the resistance and the fear. And that's what he saw. And those were the words he spoke. You don't have to be taking your last breath to live in the wow. Oh, wow. Do you have
I
any more questions for us?
think that was beautiful. And thank you so, so much. I guess my audience would ask, is there anything coming this fall in the or wow or otherwise before I let you go that we need to know?
We want you to embody this in every cell of your body. It is the words, I know who I am. I know who I am. When you are wowed beyond your wildest dreams, I know who I am. When you temporarily forget how powerful you are, come back to, I know who I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. You will embody this. Say it out loud. Feel into it. Align to it. You will emerge over the next days, weeks, and months of your life into a whole new reality. The one you promised yourself. Your own masterpiece. Where there is more peace, more joy, more love, more harmony, more freedom, more abundance, more prosperity, more well-being, more than you ever could have thought to ask for. But you don't have to ask when you know who you are. I know who I am. And we thank you. You are us. We are you. You are the council here on earth. We have such great reverence for you. There are no beings out there more powerful than you. You are the most powerful being in all of the universe. We come forth because we promised we would, so that you would never forget who you are and the power that is you, how free you are, and the love that is you. We have enjoyed this conversation so very much. We love you. We love you. We love you. And with that, we are complete.
Woohoo! Oh, what beautiful energy today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Where can people go, Sarah, to find your beautiful work? I'm in the bliss zone. I could ask you more, but I'm in the bliss zone now, which is perfect because I get to throw myself in the lake after this because my head is also steaming.
Yes, perfect.
But
Thank
my
you.
heart
Yeah.
is beaming. Where do people go to find out?
Thank you. You can go to saralandon.com. You'll find everything you need there. I've got 4 best-selling books now with Hay House. You can find out more about them. You Are a Channel is here, the one behind me. It's really guiding each one of us to open up to this connection to source and infinite intelligence that we all have. I have many courses that I have done. You can check them out at my website. I have a YouTube channel as well, Sara Landon Life. Just check out the website, whatever lights up, whatever you feel guided to, let that be the next perfect step. And thank you, thank you, thank you for this beautiful work that you're doing. I'm just so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. Before I let you go, I always like to leave it on a question of hope. So I'm going to ask you, what brings you the greatest wow, Sarah?
I really am seeing consciousness everywhere. I am seeing more consciousness on this planet than ever before, more love, more people remembering who they are and their power. I really am in awe of what is happening on our planet. And I know that's because of the work that you've been sharing with the world. It's because of the people in your community. I see it. We did it. We did it. We did it. And I'm excited about the next wave of all of this. I'm excited seeing people in my community that are stepping up and sharing their gifts and actually living the wisdom and creating these amazing lives and doing incredible things. I'm so inspired. I'm in awe, and I'm so grateful to be on earth at this time. I really do resonate so deeply with what the council said, and that this is This is it. Yeah.
This is where the party's at.
Yeah. The
Woo!
eternal celebration.
Thank you so much, Sarah. This has been beautiful. This
Yeah.
has been wonderful.
Thank
This
you.
has been wow, oh, wow, oh, wow. So for everyone out there, this is Michael Sandler. You can see where I'm going. Saying be one, be well, have fun, say wow, oh, wow today. And when things look down, choose to look up.
Yeah.
Because
Thank
that
you,
is where
Michael.
you'll go. You're most welcome. And above and
Love you, my
beyond all
friend.
else, shine bright.
Love you.
Woo!
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Well, that didn't work.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, as the council would say, wow, oh, wow, oh, wow. What a beautiful show. Can you feel that energy? Can you feel that mana? Sarah brings it, the council brings it, School of Mystics, we bring you that energy as well. Let's put it differently. You will bring you that energy. You will embody that energy. You will be that energy. You will live that energy. So come join us at the School of Mystics 4 Wednesdays each month, live and recorded. How does it get any better than this? And get to that state of wow. If you'd like something smaller you can do on a daily basis that's absolutely free to bring you to that state of wow, go to dailywoohoo.com. That's daily, WOOHOO.com, where I have a daily attunement or transmission to bring your energy up into that wow, oh, wow state, whatever that means for you each and every day. And if you simply want to channel, simple, talk about profound, hear from the council, hear from your angels, hear from your guides, hear from your loved ones, hear from ascendant masters, hear from Akashic masters, whomever it may be, come on over to automaticwriting.com. There's the bestseller. Where is it? There's that bestseller right there, the automatic writing experience. And I would love to teach you automatic writing. We have a video-based program so you can begin learning tomorrow morning. We have live classes with me where you can ask your questions as well. It's automaticwriting.com. Here's a link to the next amazing show. Love you so, so much. Keep on shining bright. Woohoo! How does it get any better than this? Love. Pure love. I love you. I love you. I love you. That's how. Be well.